Any questions about Steinbrenner? Did anyone ask anything? What guys have thought of it? Because like a lot of these guys who have played down in Florida have already experienced Steinbrenner from a spring training perspective. Now they're going to experience it from a full season perspective. But what of those, like Mike, from what you heard and what you possibly asked the guys, what were their reactions, expectations for what Steinbrenner is going to be like this year?
Great question, because that was my story that I focused on yesterday for Spectrum Sports 360. Couple of stories to answer that question. Steinbrenner, we know the Rays offensively terrible. They were second to last in the American League in runs scored and home runs last year.
Mm.
Horrible offensively. We know pitching is going to carry the team, but you're not going in a lot of 1-0, 2-1 games. You got to win ball games with the bat. And they know they're going to have to do that at Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner's right field is 8 feet shorter than the Trop. 8 feet, because it's the Yankee Stadium porch. Mm-hmm. So yesterday, going through the BP, all of the lefties in this BP group, we're talking Josh Lowe, Brandon Lau, Richie Palacios, all of these guys, Johnny DeLuca, they had a game. They know how short Steinbrenner is. Every time they hit a ball to right field deep, the group would yell out Steinbrenner to remind the guys that's gone in Steinbrenner. That's a home run. That's runs. And these guys are well aware of how they can use right field as a weapon. And this is what I did for the show last night. Brandon Lau talked about it extensively. He said, hey, there are no cheap home runs, but believe me, we are well aware of how we can produce with that right field porch at Steinbrenner Field. So all of those guys, especially the lefties, and Yandy Diaz hits to right. So a lot of those guys are well aware that they're getting extra 8 feet back when they move to Steinbrenner this year. From the pitching standpoint, talk to Zach Littell. He was in the Yankees Florida Gulf Coast team back when he pitched for the Yankees in A-ball, made a lot of starts in Steinbrenner Field. And he has talked to the guys on the pitching staff. They've asked a lot of questions to him because they know he's got the most starts of anybody on the Rays pitching staff at Steinbrenner Field. All of them real curious from the pitching standpoint. You know, do you throw more breaking balls? When do you throw your fastball? How did you go about attacking hitters, knowing, you don't want to ever be that cautious when you're pitching, like try to make the perfect pitch. We all know that gets a lot of people in trouble. But so from both standpoints, the Rays offense, they're aware, and the pitching, they're also aware. But Steinbrenner's right field, if the Rays bats, and we're hoping Brandon Lau is fully healthy this season, we're hoping Josh Lowe gets back to the Josh Lowe we know. They've got a lot of lefties in that group that have the power to really make a lot of teams think Steinbrenner's going to be a headache. And with the front-loaded schedule that the Rays will play, and we know how terrible the Rays have been getting off to starts and seasons. Mm-hmm. When they won those 100 games, they got off to an amazing start. They know they need to use that front-loaded schedule and attack and use like right field to win games, get off to a great start, because when it comes June and July and you're on the road for like 27 out of 30 days,
yeah,
you better be in great shape, especially in the East.